seduce and scheme, seduce, and scheme.
And scheme.
Blackburn.
Enterprises.
Thank you for coming to our channel. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me. Back with a new series review. I'm JB.
I'm Ken.
And today we're going to be reviewing
Seduce and scheme, seduce,
Seduce
and scheme.
and scheme. Rap-ish. Rap-ish.
Yes.
All right. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So, what we going to start?
Let's start at the top, I guess. Okay, so this is a show about
you got two high school friends.
Two
you know,
high
they was
school
school in
friends.
high school. They done grew up now, and yeah, they done reunited to the former rap group.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
had a rap group in high school. They was like,
No,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think they-
You said former rap group.
No,
Oh.
I think they
To form a rap group.
yes,
I got
to
you.
form,
I got
to create.
To create a rap group. Yeah.
Yes, I mean, so for those that don't know, the program creators of this show is, is Issa Rae. So, obviously we know Issa Rae from Insecure. So,
Yes.
so it's
So that's
definitely
that girl.
it's definitely what had my interest peaked. But we're going to go ahead and start with, I guess, one of the main characters or whatever, which is Shawna.
Shawna. Oh, Shawna.
So, what do you think about Shawna?
So Shawna's like the good girl, but she want to rap, and she like,
What do you mean, good girl?
I mean, like she has a persona of like the polished girl, the girl next door.
I don't.
You don't think so? I think Mia
No.
is like the ratchet one, and she's like the more girl next door. But she be
yeah.
on some schemy stuff too, though.
I don't think that's what I'm saying. I don't even think it's the girl next door.
But remember, she didn't want to dress a certain way. She didn't want to show.
But that's because I think you're
she
confusing her person. I think you're confusing her personality when it comes to her art, as opposed to who she is.
Oh, okay.
Like, she's not no girl next door type of person. You know what I'm saying? But just she's not. Her personality is not as out there as compared to Mia. But
Yeah.
when it comes to rap, like when she, like, and that's one of the big conflicts, and we I pretty much knew that based on the trailer for the show that was going to be one of the major conflicts is she wants people to respect her for her art form, and that's it. She don't want people to be into her, because of how she looks, because of the way she dresses, because of any of that. She just wants you strictly to be into it because of her talent, and so that's how she conduct herself. And then even in the past, it's why some people didn't. I mean, that's why her career didn't blow up or whatever. She was signed to. I don't know if it was signed or what exactly that situation was, but the guy, I believe his name was Francois, I guess his name, and she was on his label or with him, and I think she was cool with him in high school as well.
Yeah.
And things didn't pan out is because she was.
She was more conservative, I guess is what I'm saying.
I don't even think it's conservative. Like she was like on like Queen Latifah, you like MC Light type, you know what I'm saying? Even Rhapsody, that type of brand of a rap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was her style or whatever. So
But she also had like a vanilla type boyfriend, and she had like she had a 9 to 5. She was working at
she worked at a hotel.
At a hotel. Like she still was like, I don't know. Her lifestyle still was like, okay, I'm just like an average girl.
Yeah, but what does that do? What does that do? But just because I mean you're making it, I guess you're making her a black and white thing, and like that's my thing is it's both shades of gray.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I did say she was shady and she did some other stuff.
I mean, she was cracking cards. Was what she was doing. You know what I'm saying? So and she was able to accomplish a lot of things, especially when it came to her career. Because she was able to crack cards. But let's go on into her boyfriend, which I absolutely can't stand. What's his name?
That's
Cliff?
the vanilla guy. He's super vanilla.
That's Cliff. So what do you think about her relationship with him?
That was a raggedy relationship. Well, first of all, it was long distance for one.
Yeah, so I don't think it was. Well, go ahead.
So you can't never tell like what it's really gonna be until you really get together. So like they had a good little, long distance relationship, but then when she popped up on him, it was a whole different thing.
Yeah, I feel like they had a relationship. I mean, they had a relationship prior to them being long distance or whatever.
Did they?
That's what I feel like. That's what I remember.
We just didn't get to see
could
that.
I don't think they showed that, but I think from their dealings
That's how
or
they got
whatever.
together.
I think they were originally together. I think he probably got a job offer or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I could totally be wrong, but I thought that was the case. But nevertheless, they do have a long distance relationship, and everything seems hot and spicy when they're, when they're away from each other. But when they got together, it was, well, that's long story short. Dude's mad corny. Like
he's vanilla.
Dude, I don't even think
that is a word.
You can say vanilla or whatever. I don't even think that's him being vanilla is not even my issue with him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like though you can't date a rapper if you're gonna be like this.
Why can't you?
40-20. I don't know.
Why can't you?
It doesn't go with the persona. Like.
And what does that mean?
You don't understand the ways. You don't understand the lifestyle.
I don't think you have to be. It's just like if you were an accountant and you're whatever, you don't necessarily have to know about accounting to date an accountant.
Well, no, I'm not.
I'm just saying. So I don't think the whole thing, he wasn't into her is what the thing.
Yeah.
He was just into this image of how things were. Mm-hmm. And that was the thing, and that was one of the major issues or whatever. Like when they had, they went to the party. I forgot.
Yeah, some
who was sponsored by.
Maurice.
But they went to the party, and it was a big thing for her, and she wanted, and that's what I'm saying. That's what she was complaining about. She was complaining about how she always had his back. She would always took a step back and was pumping him up, and it was all about you. But then when it was time for her to step into the shine, like you said, step into the spotlight or whatever, he was on that BS. He was being mad. He acted like he didn't want. If you're in a relationship, they're not supposed to be your biggest fan. You know what I'm saying? Like he's supposed to be fanning out. He's supposed to be like on the video. Let me get the angles. Let me video or whatever. But he acting like he don't want to take the videos. He don't want to take pictures. He mad about that. He mad because he couldn't get the certain little pass that him and that her and Mia got. And so he's overall trash. And then when she tried to be like, when she wanted to step into her, I don't know what I'm trying to find another way to say it, but just her stepping into her womanhood and being sexual, he tried to turn that on her and use that to demean her. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I said, like dude was just mad corny. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they didn't need to be together anyway. Like he was selfish, and that definitely showed when the opportunity presented itself.
Yeah, in all aspects.
Okay, so I guess we can go to our new dude, the dude she talks to now, which is Maurice. Maurice, they work together at the hotel. So what do you think about Maurice?
I think he's more her speed. I think he's not a corny dude. He's like a kind of rough around the edges, but he's a cool guy and respectful and all that. So
I agree. I think they definitely. And it looked like they just was gonna kind of be like not BFFs, but definitely have a platonic relationship where they're cool or whatever. But as things, or especially when things ended with Cliff, it definitely seemed like they was. I guess that opened up more to the possibilities of them hanging out, with Shawna and him, or whatever. So, what do you think about, what ended up happening? Because I thought we was under the assumption that he went
ghosted her.
But like he was in jail this whole entire time.
Yeah.
But so, what do you think about that?
Man, it's crazy. Like I want to see what happens if he's able to get out.
I think
he's gonna get out. They didn't show him getting out. I don't think. Okay. But I think he called her and was telling her
So he's
I think somebody else is supposed to take the fall or whatever for whatever he got locked up for.
I hope he didn't snitch on her. I hope that wasn't a situation.
He ain't gonna be.
Because I wonder because that that's how the police. But he had to. I don't want to say he had to, but I feel like he had to say something. Why? How else would the police came for her?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's that's how. Again, this is obviously when we do serious reviews. This is a spoiler alert, but that's why the police end up coming for her. You know what I'm saying? So how else would they be coming for her if he didn't tell her information? Which, unless they, I don't know. But that's crazy. But it seemed like they did have a good relationship, a good budding relationship, and I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. But it is gonna be interesting. Hopefully they do have a season 2. And it'll be interesting to see
what transpires.
what happened or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we can go get more so into Mia. So what do you think about Mia, the other half of this rap duo?
And she is a city girl. She is what you would look at to be a rapper in a not a commercial. What is it called?
What are you trying to say? Because I'm so confused.
Like she ratchet, she's so Miami, you know, she has the swag and she's a hustler. She tries to get money however she can. She has a young daughter, so she gotta get it where she live. And so she's in the grind, she's grinding and stuff to get her where she needs to be.
Yeah, she definitely knows how to talk the talk and walk the walk. She definitely got that Miami swag about her, and then that's how she moves or whatever. And she's definitely not the she's not the quote unquote the person that writes the rhymes or whatever. That's what I'm saying. That's definitely Shawna.
Shawna, yeah.
But she does bring the attitude to the group, and and is able to connect her to or connect the group rather to different people where they was able to make different moves in order for them to get on in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about her relationship with her baby daddy?
I knew he's gonna go there. Yes.
with
my
Lamont.
Goodness.
But shout out to Lamont, which
right.
If I'm not mistaken, I should have remembered this before we went into this. But I believe that's RJ Sliler, like his name is, and I believe he was in what's the black western thing?
The Harder They Fall.
Yeah, The Harder They Fall. I believe he was on there.
Yes,
I believe
he was.
He did an excellent job on there.
Yeah.
But what you think about their relationship?
I think
what do you think about him first and then their relationship?
So I think that he accepts her for who she is fully. He knows what she does on the side because I think she got like a little OnlyFans or something on the side or whatever. And so he don't let that deter him from feeling the way he feels about his baby mom. Like he respects her, he loves her, and he tries to do what he can for their child. So I think he's cool.
I think he is too, and I think
he don't have the money that she looking for though. She looking for the bag, and he ain't got the bag.
But I think what happened to her and what happens with a lot of people is just like you were saying earlier though, like you were saying this whole image thing, like just like you were saying that Shawna can't mess with a guy like Cliff.
Yeah.
You can mess with whoever vibes with you, whoever you vibe with, whoever you connect with. It is what it is, and she had a connection with her baby daddy, and they were starting to connect, and of course, obviously, with the whole family dynamic, it even more so naturally fits.
Yeah.
But I think she was caught up into that whole image of that. Oh, I'm a rapper, so this is who I should be talking to, or this is who I should be, rubbing elbows with, or what have you. So.
And then that rapper man came along. Was he a rapper, the dude that came along?
I feel like
he was like, I'm going to take you and your homegirls.
Yeah, but I can't be mad about that. Money talks and BS walks.
That's what I'm saying.
I understand that.
And she got to pay these bills and take care of these kids.
I understand that,
but I also feel like that.
And it comes with a price.
It does, absolutely.
It comes with a price.
Absolutely, because you know what you're getting with your child's father, and you know the love is real.
Right, and he, you know what I'm saying?
But this dude might be just trying to, finesse.
And then again for that whole the whole image thing, like you the up and coming rapper, what I'm saying? I'm a rapper, we look good together or whatever. Yeah. And so
so I like to see where that goes.
So what do you think about it will be interesting to see where it goes, but I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. But what do you think about her and her overall decisions that she makes? Because it does touch on the not the relationship, but
the friendship.
But what happens sometimes when you make decisions based on money?
Oh yeah.
And her character makes some decisions to try to trying to seduce and scheme.
Yeah.
And
sometimes it backfires like it did when they went out the country.
Yeah. Out the country.
Was it out of town or out the country?
Just out of town.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Oh
yeah. She thought she was gonna have all this stuff, but it did not pan out like that.
Right. And again, just like we were saying, that same thing though. It's the same exact thing. It's like she ain't learned her lesson. Yeah. Like you seen all the guy throwing you all that money or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you thought you could just
finagle your way in there.
Yeah, finesse the situation, and you end up getting finessed or whatever, and then you was mad like the whole weekend or whatever. But that's on the decision that you make. You being money hungry.
Yeah.
And it's the same way, but you ain't learned. Here go this new dude. new dude, he flashing all this money, and you running towards the money.
And on the flip side, same way with Shawna, she, tried to take the party into her own hands and show her talent, and it kind of like backfired on her too.
We'll get into that when we touch more into their overall relationship and
their friendship and how that goes.
And how that went. Okay, so we talked about the baby daddy Lamont. So let's go into the whole reason why the group even got on.
Yeah.
And that's because of Chastity.
Chastity is the bomb. Chastity got her business going. She got their business going. She got everybody's business going.
Yeah, she got a hand, and I definitely Chastity is definitely one of those people you can root for because at the end of the day, she's a hustler as well, and she's trying to make things pop or whatever. Yeah. And I think sometimes, I think she believes in herself, and I think a lot of people have a narrow view of who she is. Maybe not Mia, but I think everybody else kind of has a narrow view on her. Even like her, I think it's like her uncle or something. He kind of looks at her like, you only can be this. Like, you need to focus on being being a pimp, basically.
Yeah.
And and even Shawna almost kind of looks at her like that, like, oh, like you just did or whatever. Because even when Mia was kind of talking to her about them being
signed under
her being her manager or whatever, she trying to act like
she don't really have the connections that we're looking for.
But the connections, like her connections, is what got the song popping. You know what I'm saying?
And got them in the New York thing, the party.
Yeah. Got them in the party and everything based on her connections. So she's definitely a hustler. I love her character, and I mean, hopefully, I hope they have a season 2, and I love for them to get more into her and more depth into just things with her, and her being able to use that hustler spirit to make things happen for the group.
I agree.
Okay, so I think we talked about it. We talked about the boyfriends, talked about baby daddy. So we talk about, the overall relationship between Shawna and Mia, and how, and the conflict that happened between them. And so, like we said, we opened up with the fact that that's what we knew one of the main conflicts was going to be, because Shawna wants to be, all about lyrics, all about bars, and Mia is talking about, no, in the same token, she doesn't want it to be boring. She wants she wants it to pop. She wants, she wants people to wants to be clickable, want to be able to look at them, to be able to flock to them, to have something that makes people want to listen to them in the first place. And so what do you think about that, and how a lot of times that causes conflict within their relationship?
I mean, unfortunately, I feel like you should have balance when it comes to the lyrical and the persona that you put out there. But unfortunately, the people that may not have that much talent, but have the popping, gimmicky, whatever song, that's the ones that get the playtime. That's the ones that got the money. That's the ones that get the airtime, and that's the most popular ones.
Especially in today's times.
And it's so unfortunate, but it's the truth.
Yeah, so. and again, that's the balance that they have to go with, that they have to deal with. And then you have to think about what does that say about the consumer?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If those that don't have the talent, are those that are the ones that seems like they are more successful. And so they gotta, I mean, at the end of the day, I think they just gotta have, and they did talk, but I think they have to constantly talk about that overall, what they want their image to be, and how they want to balance that. And I think Shawna was I don't know, is Shawna selfish?
I think she's just self-absorbed, but I think that's Mia can be too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Both of them, kind of do be. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I think. Yeah. Okay.
But you gotta be willing to meet in the middle.
Yeah, especially when you're in a group.
Yeah.
And then the fact that Mia's friends don't help the situation.
No.
And one of her friends is Dominique Perry, who I absolutely love. That's one of my other crushes, and I absolutely love her. She also was on Insecure. I remember her from Insecure, and she was also on a show on Peacock called Bust Down, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, but I love Dominique's character, and she, you know, they be looking at Shawna like she corny, you know,
Yeah.
like, because I think, and so that doesn't help when she's thinking about, you know, how she wants
the image and all of that.
You know what I'm saying, and they like she corny, and then she like, you know what, she is corny, and so I don't know, but hopefully, you know, someone can, and it's gonna probably take Chastity to bring them together and be like, all right, look. I mean, they kind of made that deal.
Yeah, they
at
did.
The end,
like y'all just doing this and working.
But I don't think that's gonna last though. Like if y'all trying to make a deal and be like, we ain't gotta be friends or whatever. I don't think that ain't gonna last. What you think?
I agree. I think that that they may just have to have a business relationship if y'all trying to just get to the bag.
I don't think that's gonna work.
In
my opinion. But then again, that could be me just being naive.
Yeah, because
there's
a lot of people
but
that
I don't think
you
it
think
lasts
that they
though.
five.
I don't think they last though. When you look, especially when it comes to groups, that stuff don't last. And of course, the more people you have, the more drama you have. But even think about groups. Period. What groups have really lasted that long? Even a classic group, like I ain't trying to throw them. I don't want to throw them under the bus or whatever.
Edition.
Like, no, I'm not doing this. But we're talking about rap his show. We're talking about Salt and Pepper.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I don't know what the.
But they did have that little reality show and everything, so like they still was cool with each other.
But not even them. And I'm talking about Spinderella. I'm talking about Spinderella too.
I don't think they was cool with her. I think she was
I know,
just
but just, you can't.
I mean,
that's an entirely separate conversation.
Yes,
but especially coming up then. But even
right.
now, like to say that's dismissive. To say, oh, she's just a DJ. No, she's Salt and Pepper. She's the N. It's Salt and Pepper. Like they was all a group.
Oh,
you know, like
that's what the N stood for.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Salt and Pepper includes Spinderella.
Yeah.
Like that's any Salt and Pepper fan knows that. But I'm almost kind of going off on a tangent. No. But I'm saying all that to say there's drama in groups, and when there's drama, you know, there's gonna be drama, and you see with a lot of groups, a lot of times what are you looking at?
Oh, no.
A lot of times they don't last, you know what I'm saying? And so when you see that, even you look at the one of the classic group, Straight Outta Compton. NWA. We look at them. They only made one album.
But then you also got to think of it on like all groups aren't brought together by friends either. Like you can have a business relationship with somebody and not be cool with them like that.
I'm not saying you can't, but what I'm saying is the likelihood of it lasting, I feel like it's slim to none. Again, I could be being naive.
Yeah.
But I feel like, again, when you look at these, look at group, like I think that might also play into like why there's no groups between rap groups or R&B groups.
Yeah.
Like where the groups at?
Right. Right.
Would a real group please stand up? Because they don't, and a lot of times it's because there's drama. People don't want to sacrifice. People don't want somebody thinking they got to be the HN. They got to be the head person in charge. Or they are this person getting too much shine, and all that stuff. Like similar to kind of what happened with Shawna and Mia. Like Shawna, I don't think she was necessarily trying to get all the shine, but that's what happened. I'm glad I remembered that because I did want to say that. She let people get in her head.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. So the whole ordeal with messing with Cliff, listening to what Cliff was saying, and then the conversation she had with Francois, and then seeing the corny gal that the white girl that was a rapper.
Yeah,
and she getting all likes and getting all this stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
It got in her head, so she's that's what I think that's what happened, and that's what overtook her, and had her kind of have this outburst or whatever, and Mia took it as her being selfish or whatever because it's all about the group.
Yeah.
But them making that deal, like I said, I don't know. Hopefully they can reconcile and mend it. Yeah. But that reconciling and mending may have to wait because Shawna is probably gonna be in jail. And I think a lot of if people don't know, obviously it's based in Miami. I think a lot of their story is not necessarily based exactly on the City Girls, but I think it's I think they're loosely based on, and then they have they're producers on the show, so I'm sure it has
some kind of influence,
some type of influence on it, and so it is very likely that Shawna might be in jail, and we might look at Mia trying to carry on for the group until Shawna gets out of jail. Yeah. So I think that'll be dope. Like I said, I think one of the markers that drove me to like Insecure was the realism.
Not Insecure. Oh yes. Okay. Yes. Sorry. I'm sorry. I was like, what was? Okay, go ahead. Yes, the realism of Insecure. Yes.
Yes,
That
one of
is
the markers
realism,
of
yes.
Insecure was realism, and I think that's
They
one of the
brought
things
it
that
into
Issa
rap.
Rae has been able
Yes.
to bring into rap-ish as well.
Yeah.
Is the overall realism of the show.
That's true.
So I'm
agree.
gonna go ahead and give the show an A+. Like I said, it's on HBO Max. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all should check it out.
If you haven't checked it out, make sure you tune in because I definitely want this to have a season 2. You know what I'm saying? Dig more into these characters and dig more into their world.
I agree.
That's all you got to say.
Oh no, because you said a whole lot. Though.
I did.
But yeah, I agree. The show was very entertaining. It was. I like to see the ins and outs of like the behind the scenes of how they got to where they got to, and I think that this show did give me insight on like how the starter group, how what they had to go through, like the grind. That's the part I really like is before you became big and who you are, what did you have to do? Or what you have to go through, and that was what I liked about the show.
Most definitely.
Yes.
All right, if you want to go ahead and do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button. We'd definitely appreciate it, and it helps out the channel. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, bruh, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We'd definitely appreciate it, and you can see more videos like this one. And if you want to go ahead and do us another favor, you want to go ahead and hit that button that's shaped like a bell. If you want to go ahead and do that, you get a notification
Every time we drop a new video.
every time we drop a new video. And if you want to go ahead and do us one more favor, you want to go ahead and comment down below. I know we talked about it a lot. But overall, what do you think about rap-ish?
Yeah,
And
that's
what,
me.
was that gonna be your question?
That was gonna be the question, and also who's your favorite character on the rap?
Okay.
Rap stuff?
Okay. Also, who's your favorite female rapper?
That's it.
All right, we appreciate every single one of you, and I guess we'll holler at you.
Peace.